Okay, good morning everybody. Good morning to everybody who's here in Darkroom itself, but most importantly, obviously, good morning to everybody who is watching us live on the internet. We're broadcasting on YouTube, Light Collective Facebook, and the Darkroom Facebook, the Dark Magazine Facebook group. If you want to join us on those channels, please do, and please leave some comments. Let us know what you think of what's going on, and we'll look at those comments and we'll read them back later on, maybe. So the format of the day is going to be short 15-minute talks about light. We're going to start the day with the UK manager of Deltalight, our sponsor for Darkroom Live. And he's going to start his presentation with a welcome to the event and kick us all off. Andy, please join me.
Good morning. As Martin said there, it's great to be here in Darkroom Live 2019. The relative calm of the area that we're in here. Anyone that was here yesterday morning would have seen that it was quite a lot of activity in this space. So we're very pleased that we've ended up with the installation that we've got here. So what I'm here to do today is just to give a quick introduction about Deltalight as a company for those who maybe don't know us so well. So, and then obviously I'm going to be introducing the different talks as we go through the day. So, first slide here. Our mantra that we live by is that we are Deltalight. We're very proud of the company that we have and the setup that we have. And it's great for us to be involved in exhibitions and events like this. So, if anyone remembers last year, we were part of Darkroom, but we like to do things differently. So. We ran the cocktail making competition, if anyone took part in that. So it's a highly competitive arena. Who knew that lighting designers were quite so competitive? But we certainly found out over 2 nights. So this year we decided to do something a little bit more relaxed. So we have, obviously we're sponsors of the live talks this year, and we also have the Deltalight Lounge. So during the day, if anyone needs refreshments, a coffee or water to help them help their tired feet, then come and see us for sure. And then towards the evening, we will have gin and tonics and some Belgian beer, so also to help you, refresh you into the evening. So, as said, we are Deltalight, and this is a brief introduction of the company. So, Deltalight is a Belgian company. It's a family company. Again, that's also something that we think is a unique selling point these days, in the fact that running the company on a day-to-day basis, we have Paul Amelou. He's the founder of Deltalight, and he's also now working alongside his 2 sons. So we have Peter, who is in charge of the R&D and operations department, and then we have Jan, who is in charge of the corporate strategy. We love the fact it's a family business. As you may have seen on my original slide there, it's 30 years of Deltalight this year. So Deltalight was founded in 1989. So it's a bit of a special year for us this year. So we've got various different events going on throughout the year to celebrate that fact. This is our latest addition to the long line of Deltalight catalogues, the Lighting Bible as we call it. This is the 30th anniversary edition. So it's one of those questions now, if who uses catalogues and who uses online places to go and look for their lights when they're working on a different project. So we're still very proud of our catalogue. It's a great thing. I just have a few facts about our catalogue here, just so you know. It's 1,184 pages, so it's quite a hefty beast. There's 5,200 references for those that want to go through and learn all of them. But the good thing about it is it has 403 project shots in there from about 170 different projects from 27 different countries. So we don't just sell ourselves as a company where we're product. We're very design orientated, and we want to inspire people with images of projects that we've worked on. This is our small head office in Belgium. This we moved into in 2005. It's a huge space. It's quite close to Bruges over in Belgium there. 45,000 square meters in total. There they employ about 250 people. The glass building that you see on the front there, the cantilever glass, that was added a couple of years ago. It's 30 meters high. That's used as a presentation space. Again, it's a very design-orientated space. We love to take designers over to the space as well, because as I said, we're very proud of the Deltalight setup and the Deltalight company. We have a lighting designer trip planned for October. So if anyone wants to join us on a trip to go and see our facilities, then please come and find one of our team and put your name down, and you're very welcome to come along and see the strength of Deltalight. In our industry, obviously, we have to be very aware of sustainability and making sure that we are seen to be working towards being as efficient and as green as we possibly can be. So on top of our huge building there, we have 2,000 solar panels, and pretty much the energy that we get from those compensates for the energy consumption of the building. So, you know, it's something that we take very seriously. We're only using recyclable parts in our production, and it's something we have people that are looking at on a regular basis to make sure that, as I said, we're working as sustainably and as efficiently as we possibly can do. This is a little breakdown of the setup of the space that we have here. So 95% of our design is done in-house. We have big R&D departments, and we also do in-house testing. So again, the setup that we have with R&D, production, etc., it makes efficient use of the space, and also we're able to turn around new products very quickly. This is why we bring out one of those new catalogs every 2 years, because Paul Amlich, the founder, is very keen on moving products along and obviously working with new technology, new materials that are available on the market, and always coming up with new ideas and new concepts. So the space that we have is set out and laid out as efficiently as we can be, and as I said, it allows us to work very quickly when we're trying to bring new products onto the market. Deltalight is a global company. As I said, our head office is over in Belgium, but for those of you that work on international projects, we have very good coverage. So okay, you may work with the UK office in terms of the design and the concepts, but when it comes to delivering your project, we can normally put you in touch with someone locally who will be able to make sure that you get good coverage local to the project itself. So we have Deltalight showrooms, Deltalight owned showrooms in lots of the major cities around the world, and then we have partner showrooms in lots of other countries as well, lots of other spaces. So again, we have a nice showroom in London. We've been in for a couple of years now. Always very welcome for you to come and join us there. So having so many, such a big catalogue, such a range of products, and as I said, always growing, allows us to cover most different types of projects. Always been known quite a lot for residential lighting, so on Saturday we also have set up a range of talks in here specifically about residential lighting, so if anyone's around on Saturday, please come and join us for those too. A little bit about products as well, so we're all about the detail, okay? So as I said, we're turning around products quite quickly, but it's all about the detail. We need to make sure the materials are right, the technology is right, the efficiency is right, but also that the design of the product has the right look in each instance. So anyway, it's directed, adjusted, this kind of thing, so that we always have a nice finish, a nice aesthetic to the fitting. Always, as I said, working with new technologies, new materials, new concepts. Obviously, being a manufacturer, we have to work with, well, we do work with the new technology that comes onto the market. It allows us to then make some nice light fixtures to work with that new technology. Finishes as well, so always looking to change the finishes up and come up with different ideas. So following trends as well is obviously something we need to do in the interior design and architectural world. Not just looking at colours and finishes, but textures as well. So we have different faceted finishes, and also our punk range now in the bottom left there you can see. It's an interesting finish. It's been quite popular. Onto a couple of products. So the magnetic profiles, this is something, again, which is proving to be very popular because it's such a flexible system. We have lots of different versions of this now. So we have suspended versions, recessed versions, wide channels, narrow channels, lots of different options and lots of different modules that you can use within those systems. This is one of the ones that we've got here. It's actually in the Deltalight Lounge, which is just round to my left here. So if anyone wants to see this system, please just pop around the corner and speak to one of the team there. They can show you how the modules pop in and out and how easy it is to really customize your installation. So this is a series of linear profiles that you can then set up to your exact requirement to make a complete structure within a building, fed from one point. So obviously you can take the power around the space very easily, and the different modules that go in there allow you to get lots of different aesthetics from that product. So whether it be repetition of recessed downlights within there, or something a little bit more decorative with some pendants, or it's very flexible, and we have wall washing modules as well. So lots of different items. It's only it's down to your your creativity to come up with a concept using this system. Also some curves, which is new for Deltalight. Normally very straight edge, straight line. So we've also added some curves in there, a little bit softer edged, also with the magnetic system. This is what I was saying about the different sizes and shapes of profiles. So we've got various ones of these around the corner that you can come and have a look at, little offcuts, and see how they go together, see how they work. And so I said about the modules, so lots of choice there, again, about the aesthetic of the project. Make sure that we meet your expectation. Lasso, this is another new project. It's a very slimline profile. It comes in straight lengths, squares, and rectangles. As I said, it's very narrow, very slim, and it has a gasketed front there. And the module that goes in there is a miniature LED cluster. So again, giving that flexibility to the designer, this is something that, okay, we make it in a straight line, we make it in a square, we make it in a rectangle. But it's, again, down to your creativity to create different installations of that. So it makes it a special installation, a one-off installation within the space that you're working on. Again, it's open to your creativity. You can also add on the, as I just showed there, the shades as well, the decorative shade, just for a little bit of a more decorative edge, coming in black and also in a gold finish. It opens up to different possibilities, so from commercial through to hospitality through to residential. Fragma, this is the fitting that's above everybody's heads here. This is a new one for us, really, because, okay, it's track and spots. Okay, what's special about track and spots? Well, throughout the years, Deltalight have always had track and spots, but they've been a little bit limited in okay, if you want to do one thing, you use this one. If you want to do something else, then you have to use a different range. This one here, it starts with one body of a fitting. And you either have the LED cassette there with 2x2, 3x3, or 4x4, so we have the 3x3 above your heads here. And within those, they're always lensed to 14 degrees. So always lensed to 14 degrees. And then onto that, you can add any number of different attachments. So it makes it always interchangeable. So once your installation is in place, you can change it as many times as you want. Okay, so you can have spreader lenses where you spread the beam up to 27 or 41 degrees. You can put softening lenses on there. You can put flaps, as we have over in the corner there. It's very, very much a flexible system made for difficult commercial applications. Okay, and also dimming-wise, we have 1 to 10, we have Dali, we have wireless, but we also have ones with individual potentiometers attached to them, so you can actually adjust the individual fitting at its source if there's no dimming within the space. So it's quite a flexible system for us. So again, if anyone wants to know any more about that, then please just ask one of the team. I said that the majority of the design work for Deltalight is done in-house, and a lot of it is still done by Paul Ameloot, the founder. But occasionally now, and more so, we look to build partnerships and link up with various different designers. So we've had Tim van Steenbergen, who is a fashion designer in Belgium, worked on a pendant, the Butler by Eric Levy, Pulsano by Dean Skira, and also more recently the XY180 with OMA. So it's always something we're interested in looking at doing, is linking up with interesting design houses or lighting designers. Control Delta, as you walk around the space today, I'm sure that no one's going to talk to you about wireless control of light fittings. We'll see, but this is our version, okay? So the spotlights above your head here, these all have wireless control modules within them. So lots of the different versions that we add now, okay, we can have wireless control modules to individual downlights, we can have fittings that are built in, or we can have special concepts that you want to speak to us about, and we have ways and means of looking at different possibilities with you. Obviously, it's a very popular thing now, and yeah, it's something everybody knows about. So, yeah, what I've shown you here really is just a very small selection of our fittings, but trying to show you that the way we're looking at now, the way we're working and trying to work with our designs is to make everything which is very flexible for you as the designer to work with. So you don't just have to go in our catalog and go, okay, they have this fitting and it only works in this way. You can use different spotlights to achieve different different effects with different attachments. You can make different concepts with the magnetic profiles, and you have the things like the Fragma pendants where you make an installation your own. And we're always happy to speak to designers from all industries as to any ideas and concepts that they have that would be useful for Deltalight to know of and to speak about. So that's the end, but also I just wanted to tell you a little bit about a couple of other things that we have going on today. So today and tomorrow we have drinks in the Deltalight Lounge, as I'm now calling it, which is just around the corner. So between 6 and 7, if you want to come and join us for a drink after a long day of walking around the show, then you're very welcome to come and join us. for those of you that are still around, this is a very colourful picture that we put together here. So anyone who's going to come and join us on Saturday and Sunday, we're serving brunch with the, I'm told, very famous rainbow bagels from Brick Lane. So please come and grab one of those. A bit of substance to keep you going. And I said on Saturday we're also running the residential lighting presentation. So yeah, it's a worthwhile join to come and see some of those. And also, if anyone's noticed that our near neighbours who are just in the hall behind me here, it's a company called Adorno, who have put together an installation called Crossovers, which is down as one of the highlights of London Design Fair, where they've brought together independent designers, arts and crafts designers, and being all displayed next door. So it's global designers, and we have supplied the lighting for that as well. So that's another concept, another link up that we're very proud of. And I think it's, having had a look through there this morning, it's very well worth going and taking a look yourselves. Okay, so that's the end of me. Now we can get on to the interesting talks. Give us a few minutes, and then we'll be introducing the first speaker. Thank you.